I'm Gabrielle Chen.
And I'm Annika Marotra.
And we are the co-founders of Ohana School of Learning.
Our mission statement at Ohana School of Learning is to offer an innovative, inclusive, and encouraging learning environment that pushes learners to live sustainable lifestyles as well as learn real-world skills and apply them to help their communities and the world.
By learning about the world around us, students can be pushed to their limits and get comfortable with the uncomfortable. Ohana pushes students to achieve greatness and develop a lifelong love of learning. At Ohana, we want our middle schoolers to be learners, not students. We want our learners to be excited to learn.
We also want to instill a lifelong love of learning so that even after they graduate, they still want to learn. We use a mixture of recycled steel and glass for our buildings. Glass is 100% recyclable and can be recycled endlessly without losing quality or purity. We also noticed that daylight can increase proficiency in reading and writing by up to 25%, so our glass walls provide daylight for our students.
We also made sure to build our buildings on top of flexible pads. These pads can isolate and move, so when a building is hit with an earthquake, the bottom pads move while keeping the structure sound.
Our school day starts at 8:30 and ends at 3:30, with 6 50-minute periods each day, and 5-minute passing periods between each one. We have 20 minutes for break and 50 minutes per lunch. We also have 25 minutes at the end of every day for homeroom. Our core classes include ELA, history, science, and math. Each learner takes these classes every day. Part of what makes Ohana special is the flow of our courses. Every grade takes the same core subject at the same time, so it makes it easy for learners to move up and down in levels without it affecting their schedules.
The other courses that Ohana offers are language, art, music, drama, tech, PE, and health. Ohana offers 5 different languages: Spanish, Mandarin, French, ASL, and English for non-English speakers.
Learners take PE and language 3 times a week, tech, an elective and study hall once a week, as well as art, music, and drama 3 times a week.
All grades take art, music, and drama and switch every trimester. At Ohana, we have year-long projects. Every learner is required to complete 1 year-long project every year. The first year, it's making a charity and implementing it into the real world. The second is making a business and creating a service or item, marketing it, and making profit. The third is a passion project. Students can pick any large-scale project and work on it throughout the year.
At Ohana, we take our learners' feelings and mental health very seriously.
We also have a system to get rid of bullies called a buddy team. Classmates of the victim will get together and offer support to the person being bullied.
We get all of our energy from solar panels on top of many buildings. We also donate our extra solar energy to power local shops and businesses. We also allow the community to use our facilities like our gym, field, and tech building.
Learners are also required to complete a certain amount of service hours each year. For 6th graders, it's 30 hours, 7th graders, 50 hours, and 8th graders, 80 hours. We have an electric bus system for students and teachers to get to school. We also encourage students to walk or bike to school if able.
Ohana uses a non-gravitational drip irrigation system. Recycled water from water fountains and sinks will be used to water rooftop gardens and plant walls. We also utilize Primordial Spaces. Primordial Spaces are key for learners to feel safe and comfortable at school. The first Primordial Space is a watering hole. Watering holes are places where learners can gather in one common area. We have many gathering places around our campus. The next Primordial Space is a mountaintop. We have many different heighted buildings with rooftop gardens and lawns for students to sit and enjoy different views. The next Primordial Space is a sand pit. Sand pits are places where learners can play around with things and not worry about making a mess or breaking anything. We represent this in our robotics lab, where students can play around with different tools and chemicals and see results.
We also have caves in our campus. Caves allow students or groups to sit alone and feel isolated from the world around us. We represent this by having pods all around our campus that give students this chance. We also have campfires. Campfires are when students all come together and share stories about their personal lives. Students can do this by sitting in pods or sitting in the commons in the math building. Ohana is very inclusive of all body types and adapts to student needs. We offer ASL as a language. as well as Braille textbooks, and there are elevators in every building for students with wheelchairs. On our physical model, at the front we have our office and parking lot, as well as some of our cooler looking buildings to draw in community members. We also have very clear walkways all throughout the campus, and we also made them wide enough so that a lot of people can fit.
We built the digital model before our physical model so we could test how different buildings would look next to each other and see how to improve the flow of the campus. We also used the digital model to represent the same thing as the physical model, but online. This is the exterior design of our ELA history building. On the top, we have a rooftop garden, and along the sides, we have big glass doors. These glass doors promote natural sunlight inside the classrooms, as well as when they're opened, it can almost feel like an inside-outside area.